Hello everyone and welcome to Power Rangers Stories. Here I bring you the untold and what could have been stories. So sit back, relax and get ready to listen to some more phenomenal adventures. Also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell to get notifications on the latest videos. And may the power protect you. Izuku Yagi, the Green Ranger. Chapter 8, the USJ. Part 1. Izuku teleported near UA and entered the school, then he got to his classroom and sat at his desk. Aizawa then entered the room. Alright class, you're gonna be going to some disaster training facility. But first you need to pick a class president. How you decide it is up to you. Just don't wake me up, said Aizawa before going to sleep. Hey, pick me. Choose me. I'll be a great class president. You extras better pick me if you know what's good for you, screamed Katsuki and Katsumi. Calm down. We should put it to a vote, said Ida. After that the class all voted. Izuku was class president, while Momo was vice president. Who was crazy enough to vote for Deku? Screamed Katsuki and Katsumi. It's fine actually. Ida can be class president. I don't really want to be, said Izuku. After that they all went to lunch. Izuku sat with Ochako and Ida. Thanks again for letting me be class president, Izuku, said Ida. It's fine. You're more fit for it anyway, said Izuku. I can't wait to go to this training facility. This'll be perfect training for me, said Ochako. Yes. Your quirk is perfect for this type of training, Uraraka, said Ida. Suddenly, the alarms went off. All the students ran out of the cafeteria and into the hallway. Izuku, Ochako, and Ida were being crushed by all the students trying to get out of the building. Izuku looked out the window to see that it was the media. Guys, it's just the media, said Izuku. Everyone, it's the media, shouted Ida, but no one could hear him. Uraraka, float me up, said Ida. Ochako used her quirk to float Ida into the air. Everyone calm down. It's only the media, shouted Ida. Everyone looked outside to see that it was the media. They then calmed down and went back to their classes. After that, Class 1A got on a bus and headed to the USJ. So Izuku, what exactly is your quirk? Asked Sue. My quirk allows me to harness the power of this thing called the morphing grid. My morpher channels the power of the grid through it and allows me to turn into a Power Ranger. The other Rangers out there also have quirks similar to mine, which is why they recruited me. Izuku lied. What about your Dragon Zord? What's the deal with that? Asked Sue. My quirk also allows me to summon it with my dagger, since it also uses the power of the morphing grid, explained Izuku. After that they arrived at the training facility. When they entered they were greeted by the rescue hero 13. Oh my god, it's 13. She's one of my favorite heroes, whispered Ochako as she started fangirling a bit. She's so cute when she's fangirling like that, said Izuku in his head. Hello, students. Welcome to the Unforeseen Simulation Joint. Also known as the USJ, said 13. Just like Universal Studios Japan, said the students. This facility is meant to train in natural disasters and rescuing people from said disasters. Fires, downpours, and mountains. This was my life's work as a teacher as the ultimate rescue training environment, said 13. Aizawa walked over to 13. Where's All Might and Green Magnet? Aren't they supposed to be here? Said Aizawa. 13 held up 3 fingers. There's a situation across town and they had to go. I don't know how long they're gonna be there, said 13. 13 then turned to the students. Now then, let's. But then suddenly the lights started flickering on and off. What the? Asked 13. Suddenly, a cloud of black mist appeared at the bottom of the stairs and multiple villains came out of it. Wow, sick. You got fake villains too, said Kirishima. Those aren't fake villains. 13 Protect the kids, said Aizawa as he put his goggles on and rushed down to fight the villains. Allows us to introduce ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We are the League of Villains. We were hoping for All Might to be here. I guess we'll just have to kill a few of you brats until he gets here, said a guy with hands all over his body. Suddenly, multiple warp gates opened up around the students. A pair of hands reached through one warp gate and grabbed Ochako and started pulling her through. No, shouted Izuku as he grabbed Ochako's hand and tried to pull her back, but he just ended up getting pulled in with her. They ended up in the landslide section. Are you okay? Asked Izuku. I'm fine, said Ochako. Not for long you won't be, said a voice. They turned to see a bunch of villains standing there. It's morphin time, shouted Izuku as he removed his morpher from his belt. Dragon Zord, shouted Izuku as he morphed into the Green Ranger. What the? A Power Ranger, said one of the villains. Izuku and Ochako charged at the villains. Izuku took down half the villains with his dragon dagger, while Ochako took down the other half by floating them all in the air, then dropping them on the ground, hard. What do we do about these other villains, Izuku? Asked Ochako. I have an idea, said Izuku as he activated his wrist communicator. Izuku to command center. Come in, Zordon, said Izuku. I hear you, Izuku. We're seeing what's going on through the viewing globe. Don't worry, help is on the way, said Zordon through the communicator. All right, thanks. We'll be waiting, said Izuku before hanging up. Who was that? Asked Ochako. A friend, said Izuku. After that they made their way to the center of the USJ, where they saw Aizawa getting his ass kicked by some giant, hellish abomination of some sort. Finish him, Nomu, said the guy with hands all over his body. Izuku karate kicked the Nomu in the face, and Ochako made Aizawa weightless and carried him away from the Nomu. Thanks, said Aizawa weakly. Don't mention it, sir, said Ochako. The Nomu was about to swing his fist down on Izuku, but Izuku dodged it and delivered an uppercut to the Nomu's beak. Shigaraki, that Ida kid escaped. He's gonna be back with reinforcements soon, said a man made of the purple mist wearing a suit. Oh, I already called backup before. They'll be here momentarily, said Izuku. Damn it. Guess I'm gonna have to kill you first, said Shigaraki as he lunged at Izuku, but Izuku just punched him in the face, knocking the hand he was wearing on his face off. When Izuku saw his face, he noticed that Shigaraki looked familiar. That's odd. He looks kinda like my uncle Kotaro from that picture Mom showed me years ago, said Izuku in his head. Father, screamed Shigaraki as he frantically grabbed the hand and put it back on his face. Father, asked Izuku. Shut up, you, screamed Shigaraki. Suddenly, there were flashes of multiple colors, and Tommy, Kimberly, Jason, Zack, Billy, the Zeo Rangers, and the Dino Thunder Rangers all appeared fully morphed and ready for action. It's all right now, everyone. Why? Because the Power Rangers are here, shouted Tommy. That's it for Chapter 8 of Izuku Yagi, the Green Ranger. I'll be having a lot more of this series out soon, continuing the Izuku Yagi story. Remember, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. As always, may the power protect you, and see you for the next adventure.